when the country of Haiti suffered a terrible earthquake in January 2010, the world hurried to help. Governments from many countries sent all sorts of aid because the people of Haiti were in such great need. Ships and airplanes are dry with food, water, clothes, and tents. But it was not just government that tried to help. The tragedy touched the heart of people all around the world. All skies of organizations and individual people wanted to be involved. Some of them sent equipment to fix the broken buildings and rescue the people who were poorly in the room. Others sent medicine, doctors, and nurses came to care for the hundreds of thousands of people who were injured. An organization called Mission Aviation Fellowship was already working in Haiti before the earthquake. This organization has a lot of experience of flying in difficult situations. In Haiti, MAF had 3 small airplanes to assist others and organizations to do their work more easily. In the earthquake, many of roads in Haiti were destroyed. Large number of people were cut off from the towns. They could not buy food. Medical help could not get to them. A small airplane from MAF were able to fly to these areas. They took food, water, clothes, and doctors and nurses. Sometimes they could reunite families who had been separated because of the broken roads. MAF has been flying in these kinds of situations for over 60 years. This organization began just after the Second World War. Some pilots and engineers decided to use their wartime flying experience to win flight instead of death. By 1950, they had 1 airplane working in Sudan. Now there are more than 120 airplanes working in more than 35 countries. And manned airplanes take off or planes sometimes somewhere in the world every few minutes. Manned airplanes go quickly to countries or areas where there is sudden emergencies like they did in Haiti. They bring food when there is a famine. They rescue people from floods like they did after the tsunami in Southeast Asia in 2004. But they also work in some countries all the time. Every day they bring help to people who live in difficult situations. In South Sudan, Martin Latat and his friends were caring for their cows. It was early in the morning. Suddenly, they were attacked by the men who wanted to steal one cow. Puppets flew in all directions. Bullet friends were killed and McLeod was hit 4 times. One puppet made a glass hole in his neck. He could only breathe through his hole and he swore in a great band. An ex-worker was rolled ballast to the nearest hospital 100 kilometers away. The road was very slow and trip took there 3 hours, but the hospital were unable to help McLeod. However, the ex-worker was restrained, so she knew about math. She called Matt on the radio and asked for help. Matt flew Maclay to another hospital where a doctor operated for 2 hours and saved his life. Matt provides many different services to the communities around the world. This makes it possible for other agencies to do their work better. As a development and research use Matt to get people and equipment places that are hard to get in any other place. In some areas, there are no roads at all. In other places, people cannot use the roads for several months each year because of rains. Deserts or mountains could also make travel very difficult. Must save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Must flies supplies of medicine and medical equipment to the hospital in country areas. In 2009, they flew 524 kilograms of food supplies to 3 hospitals in country areas in Uganda. Getting there by road could take up to 2 days. The only way for the flu to arrive in good condition was by air. In some cases, the airplane flies closer to treat sick people in their own villages. The news that a doctor is coming travels very fast. Sometimes people walk for days to get to a village when they know a doctor is coming. In Bangladesh, a third of the country is underwater during the monsoon season. Matt flies doctors to 2 floating hospitals there, but airplane costs a lot of money to rent. The people Matt help are often very poor. How can they pay for the upgrade in the airplane? The answer is that most of the Matt funds come from grief. Matt has many supporters around the world. Most are Christians. They support Matt as a way of helping people far away. Agencies that use Matt also pay a small amount toward the real costs. Keeping airplane flying takes more than just paying for a fuel. Many entities work hard to keep them in good repair. All the people repair the right places for the airplane to land. Matt airplanes often have to land far from the real airport. They find pieces of plane near where they want to visit. If there are trees in the way, local people help by cutting them down. Then they make a plane trim and flat so that the airplane can land safely. Mass spoilers do not have an easy job. They face many difficulties and sometimes danger. They may have to fly in the bad weather conditions, or they may fly a landing area is not safe because no one has care for it. They do not take unnecessary risks, but they always try hard to reach the people who need it home. Many workers are driven in part in their Christian beliefs. They feel that they are following Jesus' example by helping people. They believe it is important to care for the physical and spiritual needs of people. They carry teachers and books to fly away school or material for new building projects. They fly equipment to dig new wells on green tools and plants for farmers to grow more food. They transport just workers who take care of the